So, hello everybody. Today's Thursday, 17th of December. Unbelievable how quickly time goes. We're 1 week out to Christmas. So I hope everyone's well. Today I have planned a well-rounded practice. It may be a little bit stronger than usual, just getting us ready for the holiday season. So I trust all of you to manage your effort. If it becomes too much, of course, you back off and you take your time. You can also come out of the posture earlier if you feel you need to. So the first exercise I would like to do is an exercise for the face. And what I'd like to do is the region of the forehead along with the region of the corners of the eyes. So come into a seated position that's comfortable for you. And we'll make two fists. And with the insides of the fists, I'd like you to place them on your forehead. And you'll bring them out to the sides towards your temple. Okay, on either side. And let's do that again. Place the fists against the forehead and just gently slide with your hands out towards the temple. And you're going to feel the knuckles of the thumbs touching at the temple. Let's do that 3 more times. We slide. And this always feels really nice to me, especially if I've had any tension during the day. A little bit of pressure and slide. And we'll do that 1 more time. A little bit of pressure and slide. Good. Relax your hands down and just notice the sensation right now in your forehead. Now we'll take both hands and we'll take the fingers and bring them just next to the corners of your eyes. Here we want to be very gentle because the skin around the eyes is very delicate. So you just want to touch, and we will pull the skin towards the hairline. So you pull the skin gently towards the hairline, and then you're going to squeeze your eyes shut. So we'll squeeze the eyes shut, and you should feel the skin is pulling back against the fingers, and then open your eyes. We'll do this 5 times. Squeeze your eyes shut. This is working the muscles around the eyes. And then open. And again, squeeze the eyes shut. You should feel that the fingers are being pulled towards the nose. And then open. 3 more times. Squeeze shut. Open. Squeezing shut. Open. Last time. Squeezing shut. And opening. Bring your hands down again and just notice the sensation. It feels nice and cool around my eyes right now. Now, as a final exercise, we'll palm the eyes. You want to place the palm of the hand. There's a curve in the center where the eye will actually be, so you don't touch your eye, but the outer edges of the palm will go on the outer edges of the eye, where the bone is on top and underneath. So go ahead and palm your eyes. You can lower your head and just take a few deep breaths here. And this blocks out all light. And you put gentle pressure on those bones. It's just very relaxing for the eyes and for the muscles of the eyes, just to completely soften them and relax around the eyes. Then we'll bring the hands down. Very nice. Good. Let's clasp our hands together and push the palms skyward. Lengthen out the whole body. I'm just going to make sure that each of you are muted. So, okay, there we go. I'm going to mute everybody. Lengthen skyward. Now take a deep breath in and breathe out, lean to your right. Keeping the hips planted in the floor or on the chair. Breathe in, rise back up. Breathe out, go to your left. And again, let's breathe in, lift. Breathe out, leaning to the right. Good. Breathing in, lifting. Breathe out, lean to the left. 1 more time each side. Let's lift. Out to the right. And lift once more. And out to the left. Excellent. Coming back to center. Palms together over the head. Bring the thumbs into the upper back. Gently press the head against the forearms. Lift your chin as much as possible. Couple of breaths here, opening the front of the body. And this is where we want to get the breath into the chest and upper back and the ribs. We come into what's called Ujjayi breath. You can gently stretch the belly and pull the belly button in a little bit to keep that support of the low back. Now reach your arms skyward and bring the palms back down in front of the heart center. Tuck your chin just a little bit. And set the intention that you'll take care of yourself during our practice today. If at any moment you need to back off the practice, you'll do that and you can rest. Okay, let's roll up onto our hands and knees. So on your mat, on your hands and knees, hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Knees are hip width, hands shoulder width. Gently dial out the hands so that there's a gentle rotation in the arms, which goes all the way up to the shoulder blades. You should feel that dialing out. And it really helps to set the fascia in line and also helps to connect our arms to the core. Let's take a deep breath in and curl the spine, look skyward. And as you breathe out, round, look to your belly. And again, we'll breathe in and curl. And breathe out and round. Breathing in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. One more time. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Coming back to a flat back. Let's stretch our right leg behind us, tucking the toes under. I want you to press into the heel and then release. So it's a movement. We'll press so that the heel goes back and come back. And Debbie especially, I want you to be very, very conscious of what you're feeling in this and that you're very gentle with the foot and the ankle. One more time. Come back, raise the leg, and let's make a nice big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Now relaxing the foot, let's bend the knee. And we'll draw a big circle with the knee, so warming up the hip, mobilizing the hip. Bring the knee down to the floor, towards the elbow, up and around. And we'll change directions. Come up behind you, come towards the shoulder, elbow, and then down to the floor. Nice big circle. One more. Excellent. Now from here, stretch your leg out to the side. So right out to the right-hand side. And the foot comes down onto the floor. So you can see the foot and you can see the arch, okay? This is our right leg that's out. We're gonna take our right arm and raise the arm, twisting open. And then as you breathe out, I want you to twist and weave the arm under the body like a threading of the needle. And again, we'll breathe in, twist and open. Breathe out, thread the needle. One more time, we'll breathe in, twisting and opening. Good, breathing out, threading the needle. Come back to center, lifting up onto the left knee. If you need to, you could pad your left knee so that it doesn't put too much pressure into the floor. Stretch your arms out to the side. First, we'll lean towards the right, towards the leg that's stretched out. Lean over there, raising the left arm. And then we'll move back to the left, set the left hand down. Right arm comes over the head. Come back, right hand towards the right knee. Lean over to your right. Coming back, left hand goes to the floor. And you reach with your right arm over the head away from the leg. One more time. Let's go over towards the leg. And away from the leg. Coming back up, set your hands down and reset the knee down underneath the hips. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take a deep breath in, cat and cow again. Curve your spine, breathe out and round, belly goes in. Breathing in, curving. Breathing out, we round. Once more, let's breathe in and curve. And breathe out and round. Come back to the flat back. Left foot stretches out behind us, toes are tucked under. And we press to the left heel and release. Again, being very aware of the sensations here, not going into any pain or discomfort. You should just feel the stretch and then bouncing out of it. Good. One more time. Lift the leg now, and let's make that big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Relaxing the foot, bend the knee. Now we're going to bring the knee down to the floor, to the left elbow, up to the shoulder and around. And we keep going to the floor, elbow, shoulder, and around. Now we'll change directions. Lift the leg up behind you, then towards the shoulder, elbow, and floor. Up behind, shoulder, elbow, and floor. Once more. Okay. From here, let's stretch the left leg out to the side. Foot is down, and you can see the arch of the foot. With your left arm. So everything, right foot stays, right knee on the floor, and right arm stretched out, right hand on the floor. That's right. Okay. Now we're going to raise the left arm and twist open. And then we'll weave the left arm under the body. Twist, look to your right. And again, breathing in, stretch the left arm open. Breathing out, and we twist. One more time. Let's breathe in, opening. Breathing out and twisting. Good. Coming back, lift up onto the knee. And again, here you can pad the knee if you need to. Stretch your arms out to the sides. First, we lean over towards the left leg, left hand to the left knee. And then come back, right hand comes to the floor. Reach the left arm over the head. Coming back up, left hand to the left knee, reaching over. Right hand to the floor, left arm over the head. Good. One more time. And we come back up. Excellent. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Bring the knee back down. This time, simply open your knees as wide as your mat and sink right down onto your heels. Forehead can come to the floor, or you can bring your hands underneath the forehead. Find a position where you're supported. You should feel a gentle opening of the hips here, and also a stretch, perhaps, of the low back. Take a few deep breaths. And let's come up onto the hands and knees and take our downward facing dog pose. Let's go. Feet are hip width, hands are shoulder width. Gently dial your hands out until you get the dialing sensation all the way up to the shoulders and upper back. Pedal your feet a little bit. Then straightening both legs, take a deep breath in, move into a plank position. The belly comes in, and when you come into plank, feel like your hands are drawing back towards your feet. That really engages the abdominals. Push back to down dog. And again, let's move into plank, drawing the hands back. The head is lifting. Push back to down dog. One more time, moving into a plank position, drawing the hands back, head is lifted. Lower your knees and lower your chest all the way to your mat. Point your toes, lengthening out the legs behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's take a deep breath in, rise to a little cobra. And breathe out, coming back down. And again, breathing in, rising. Breathing out, come back down. One more time, let's breathe in and rise. And come on back down. Lift up onto the hands and knees. And take your downward facing dog pose. Pedal your feet once again just to get used to it.
And then let's step our feet forward, taking some baby steps until you reach the front edge of your mat. Once you're there, feet are hip width, knees are soft. Grab your elbows and sway from side to side. Come back to center and let your arms drop to the floor. Roll your right and left shoulders. Then let's turn our head from right to left for a little no. Up and down for a little yes. Let's take our hands to our hips, elbows pointing skywards. Bend the knees down low. Here, you really want to dial your feet out to make sure that the knees and the hips and even the low back get into a proper position. Lift your chin first, chest follows. Come all the way up to a standing position. Legs straight and strong, feet continuing to dial out. Chest lifted, hands come to your heart center. Okay, ladies, here's where we're going to get the heart rate going up, moving up. And if you start to feel like it's too much, you can always come back to a standing position for a break, or you could come into child's pose for a break. Let's go. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretching skyward. Breathing out, fold at your knees and your hips, hands come to the floor. Halfway lift, hands are either on the floor, ankles, or on the knees. Step back to a plank position. Keep the plank strong. Here you can lower your knees first and move down to the floor, or you could do a push-up if you feel like it. Move all the way down now. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to a cobra. You're dialing your hands out in the cobra. Bring your chest back down and push back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep, slow breaths here. Looking to your hands, take some bigger steps forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold forward. Bending your knees down low, dialing your feet out. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Let's pull all the way up through the chair to a standing position, arms straight by your sides. Hands to the heart center, and let's go again. Deep breath in. Breathing out, let's fold. Halfway lift, breathing in. Stepping back to a plank position, everything's strong. Bring your knees down. You can do a push-up if you wish, or move all the way down, pointing the toes, rise up to a cobra, and push back, downward facing dog. And again, 3 deep, slow breaths. In and out. Make a little yes with your head to be sure that you're releasing the neck. One more deep breath in. Look to your hands, big steps forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Bend the knees, rise through the chair to a standing position, arms by your sides. Good, hands to the heart center. Let's go a little bit faster. Deep breath in, stretch up. Breathing out, fold. Halfway lift, step back to the plank. 1 push-up if you wish. All the way down, and let's move into cobra. Downward facing dog. 3 deep, slow breaths here. In and out. Good, in and out. Staying with it, 1 more, in and out. Look to your hands. Go again, ladies. Step or jump forward. Yes, good. Halfway lift. Folding forward. Excellent. Hands to your hips, elbows up, push down to rise. Good, Natalie. Good, Debbie. Good, Claire. Hands to your heart center and move again. Deep breath in. A little bit faster. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Stepping back to plank. 1 push-up if you wish. Good job. All the way down. Point your toes into cobra. Beautiful, ladies, and downward facing dog. Excellent. Yes. Nice. All right. Deep breathing.
Remember, take care of yourselves. If it's too much, you can back off. All right. Raise your right leg, please. From here, move into a plank position, bringing the knee towards the nose, belly in. And again, raise the right leg up. Breathing out, knee to the nose, plank position. Breathing in, raise it back up. Breathing out, plank position, knee to the nose. Okay, raise the leg back up and swing the leg between the hands. Spinning your left heel down, rise up to a warrior two position. Right knee bends, you're dialing the foot out so the knee gets into a perfect position to prime the muscles. We're going to straighten the legs and raise the arms. Breathing in, breathe out and sink. So flow with this. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, sinking. Again, breathing in, reaching. Breathing out. 2 more times. Last one. Stay down nice and low. Reverse. Open up that right hand side of the body. Feel the belly stretching. The right knee bending and dialing out. And let's move back down again to a plank position. Everything's strong. 1 push-up if you wish. All the way down, moving into cobra and downward facing dog. Good, ladies. Good. Very nice. Getting ready for the other side. Raise your left leg. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, knee to the nose, and you move to a plank position. Breathing in, raise it back up. Breathing out, knee to the nose. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. All right, here we go. Raise the leg back up and swing the leg between the hands. Spinning your right heel down, you're going to rise up to a warrior two position. Be sure that left knee is dialing out. The right leg dials out as well. The dialing out happens from the feet moving up to the hips. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms, straighten both legs. Breathing out, sink back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. 3 more times. Breathe in, stretch. Breathing out, sink. Breathe in. Breathing out. 1 more time. Breathe in, reach, really reach, long, long, long. Breathe out and sink. Good. Keep the legs as they are and just reverse. Looking into your left hand. Get that stretch through the belly inside of the body. 1 more deep breath in. Moving back down again to a plank position. Let's go. 1 push-up if you wish. All the way down, moving into cobra and downward facing dog. Woo. Take a moment to recover. Deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in. Looking to your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Take the halfway lift. Fold forward. Okay, stay here. Be sure your feet are hip width. Get your elbows between your knees and clasp your hands together. Sink your hips down low. You're going to squeeze the elbows a little bit and you're going to push with the elbows, bringing them out. So you don't want the knees to come close to each other. You want to push out with the elbows. Sink the hips down, lift the chin, and hold it here. 3, 2, good job. 1, bring your hands down, halfway lift, stepping back to plank. 1 push-up, all the way down, cobra, and downward facing dog. Let's take our right leg to warrior two. Reverse the warrior, keep moving.
Back down again to a plank position. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg. Warrior two. Let's reverse it now. Back down again to plank. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Whew. Deep breaths. Let's recover. 3, 2, 1. Look to your hands. Stepping or jumping forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Bend your knees down low. This time we take a full chair. Lift the chest. Knees bent deeply. Raise your arms. Deep breath in here. Breathe out, elbows come into cactus. Good. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, cactus. Sink down low. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, cactus. One more time, ladies. Let's go. Reach, cactus. Good. Hands to your heart center. Fold forward. Let's work through the vinyasa. Halfway lift. Step back to the plank. One push-up if you wish. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg. Let's go to warrior two. Reverse it. Back down again to plank. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg, warrior two. Reverse it. Back down again to the plank. Almost there. Last push-up of the day. Let's go. All the way down to cobra. And downward facing dog. Whew. Deep breaths, ladies. Take a moment to recover. If you need to take child's pose, you can go for it. All right. Looking to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, folding forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up, take the chair position. Hands in front of the heart center. Now, Debbie, for you, maybe you don't want to raise the leg. It's up to you. You work according to how you feel in your foot, okay? We're going to raise the right knee up. Debbie, if you want, you could just raise the heel. We raise the right knee, set your gaze at one point, shoulders relaxed. Stretch the right leg out in front of you. Holding, 3, belly in. 2, 1. Bend the right knee. Now we're going to set the hands to the outsides of the thighs, okay? Give a little bit of pressure, and I want you to pulse the right knee up to the side. So you lift, pulsing 5, 4, a little bit of pressure, 3, 2, hold the leg up there as high as possible, 1, hold it. Then we bring our hands to our heart center, and we're gonna raise the leg behind us. So squeeze that right glute, keep the knee bent, and we pulse here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to a chair position, setting the foot down gently. Nicely done. Very good work for the hips and the thighs. Let's raise our left knee up. Set your gaze at one point. And again, Debbie, you adjust according to how you're feeling in your foot. Stretch the leg out in front of you. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Bring the knee out to the side. Hands at the outsides of the thighs. Give a little bit of resistance. Raise that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg up. Hold it out to the side. Hands come back to the heart center and bring the leg behind you now. The knee is bent, the foot is flexed, and you're working into the glute. Set your gaze at one point. Here we go. We're going to press up 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to a chair position. Woo, sink down nice and low, ladies. Good job. Raise your arms up, stretching up to the sky. And we fold forward. Ha. Grab a hold of the ankles. Pull yourself down. Crown of the head moves down. You're looking between your legs. The knees are soft. And you're letting the chest move towards the knees. Just take deep, slow breaths here. Good job. Hands come down to the floor. Step back to a plank position. Hips are forward, belly is in. Feel like your hands are drawing backwards towards your feet. Lift your head. Dialing the hands out a little bit to get those shoulders and arms in the proper position. Let's hold for 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down. Bring your chest down to the floor. And I want you to turn into a position where you can see me. So you're going to turn towards your device. One arm underneath the head. Turn onto your side. Feet are flexed. Get into a position where the bone of the hip does not press too hard into the floor. For me, it's best to roll my hips back a little bit so I'm on the glute, okay? Raising both legs, belly is in. Hold it here, keeping the balance. And if possible, keeping more balance, bring the palms of your hands together over the head. Lifting up the legs. Keep them strong, feet flexed. 5, belly in. 4, 3, good. 2, 1. Bring the hand back down, and I want you to roll back onto your belly. Hands underneath the forehead, legs wide. Bend at the knees so that the heels touch each other, toes out to the sides. This is called parachute position with the legs. Lift up the knees and as much as the lower thighs as you can. Then raise the head, chest, shoulders, and the hands. And you're lifting the elbows as well. Hold the position, squeezing the glutes tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything back down. Good. Now you're going to stretch your legs and you'll roll away from me. So we do the other side. Lower arm underneath the head. Roll to the side. And I like to roll back a little bit onto my glutes so that I'm not on the trochanter, on the bone, on the big bone there. One hand in front, feet flexed. Lift both legs. You're using core muscles as well as some of the outer muscles of the leg. Hold it here. Those are the abductor muscles. Raise your left arm over your head, palms together. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs down, roll onto your belly. Good. This time, open your knees again and take that parachute position with the legs. Heels together, toes pointing out. Now make a cactus with your arms. Elbows bent at the level of the shoulders. Lift your head, chest, shoulders, and arms, and the knees and lower thighs. Parachute position, lifting, 5. Hold it here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Hands under the shoulders, lift up onto the knees. Open your knees a little bit. Right hand off the mat. Bring the hips back towards the heels. Your head rests on your left arm. Lifting back up, let's change sides. Left hand off the mat, right hand on top. Hips go back. Coming back up. Step your knees towards the front edge of your mat. Now you can double up your mat here, ladies, if you want to pad your knees. Lift up onto the knees. Tuck your toes under. We're going to be doing 3 camel poses. The first one reaches the right arm back and grabs the ankle. If it's too much, bring the hand to the low back. So right hand either to the ankle or the low back. Left arm next to your ear and lean back, opening up the chest. Look to the sky. Let the head go back if it's comfortable. If not, look forward. Hold it here. Squeeze the glutes. Push the hips forward. One more deep breath in. Come back up. Release the feet, toes onto the floor. Hands under the shoulders. Move your hips from side to side. Rise back up onto the knees. Tucking the toes under. We do the other side. Left arm reaches either to the ankle or the low back. Right arm next to the ear. Go back as far as possible or as far as is comfortable. Use your glutes. Squeeze the glutes tight. Opening up the chest. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. Hands under the shoulders. Release the feet, pointing the toes, and move the hips from side to side. Last time, lifting up onto the knees, tucking your toes under. Hands at your low back to start, just in case. Squeeze the glutes so the hips tilt forward, lift the chest, go back, and if possible, grab both ankles. Let the head go back if it's comfortable. Open up the front body. 3, 2, 1. Look forward, lifting back up. Release the feet. Hips move side to side. Good job. Well done, ladies. Bring your feet to one side. And let's come to a seated position. You can set the mat flat. Feet at hip width. So we're going to do quite a few bridge poses. Stay with me. Hands behind the thighs, roll down onto your back. The first one is the hamstring bridge. Super important for the health of our knees and our hamstrings. Walk your feet away from you, knees slightly bent. Arms into the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades, raise the hips up. So they won't come up very high, that's normal. But you should feel the backs of the legs really contracting strongly. Hold that. Deep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hips down and step your feet closer to your hips now. Feet should be about hip width, maybe a little bit wider, and perfectly parallel. Ground your feet down into the earth. Elbows ground down into the earth, fingers spread wide. Open up the chest, let the back arch, and raise your hips. So to raise the hips, you need to squeeze the glutes, and there's a contraction going on also of the quadriceps while they're being stretched. Walk your feet in a little bit towards each other. And Debbie, be careful with the foot. If you can do this, go for it. Raise the right leg and stretch it to the sky, pointing the toes. Now we're going to press up 10 times. 9. So you're really getting into the left leg and glute. 7, 6. If you can straighten your right leg completely, that's great. 4, 3, 2. Now hold the leg up as high as possible. Hold it. And let's bring the foot back down to the floor. Good job. Reset your feet. Raise your left leg, pointing the toes, and see if you can get that leg stretched as straight as possible, really strongly stretched. Here we go, we press up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really feel the glute working. 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg up there. Hold it. Squeeze tight. Good job. Bring the foot back down. Reset your feet. You're in a nice half bridge. Lengthen your neck. And let's raise the arms over the head. Lower the vertebra down one at a time. Very, very slowly. Belly sucks inwards as you get the low back down. And once your hips are down on the floor, bring the soles of your feet together, your knees splay wide. Keep the arms behind the head and just take some deep, slow breaths here. Let's lift the knees back up. Squeeze your knees up to your chest and rock a bit from side to side. Lift your head, bring the nose between the knees, and lower the head to the floor. All right, we're going to clasp our hands behind the head and open the elbows. So with your hands behind your head, I want you to feel like your head is resting on a pillow, the pillow of your hands. Stretch your legs straight to the sky, toes pointed. Lower your right leg just above the floor. Here we go, some abdominal work for us. Breathing out, lift the head and shoulders. 10, 9, 8. If it's too much for the low back, bend the knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch the legs. Left leg just above the floor. Lift the head and shoulders. Breathing out. 10, 9, 8. Stick with it, ladies. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's very short and sweet. 2, 1. Switch the legs and we're going to twist to the upper leg. So right elbow to the left knee. 10. Breathe out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay with it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch the legs. Here goes the last round turn to the right knee. 10, 9, 8. Bend the knees if it's too much. 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, ladies. Knees to the chest. Excellent. Well done. Woo. Rock from side to side to relax and let go. All right. Keep the right knee up against the chest. Stretch your left leg onto the floor. Let's stretch the right leg to the sky and pull the leg towards you. As much as possible, keep the foot flexed so you get also the stretch of the whole back chain of the leg. So you got the calf along with the hamstrings. Now let's take the inside of the leg, either the inner knee, ankle, or foot. Bring your left arm out onto the floor, the palm is down. And open your right leg as far as possible to the right. See if you can keep both glutes touching the floor. We don't want to roll over onto our side. So we stay with our back and glutes touching the floor. Raise the leg back up. We're going to switch hands. So keep the same leg. Either grab on the outside of the knee, of the calf or ankle, or the foot. Right hand goes out to your right, palm on the floor. So we get the stretch also of the chest and the front of the right arm. Let that leg fall over now to your left. Go as far as possible. The back will come up off the floor. That's normal. And you get to a spinal twist. Turn your head to the right. Holding the position, breathe deeply. Good. Bend the right knee now and roll back onto your back. Let's lift the left knee up to the chest. Grab a hold of both knees, just rock from side to side. Lift your head, nose between the knees. And then we'll stretch our right leg onto the floor, working the left leg. Stretch your left leg to the sky. Flex the foot to get that full back chain. And here we go. Pull the leg towards you. And let's stay with this for the moment. A couple of deep, slow breaths. Grab a hold either of the inner knee, calf, ankle, or foot. Your right hand reaches out to the side, palm down. And let your left leg fall out to your left as far as possible. Deep, slow breaths here. Nicely done. Raise the leg back up and we switch. Your hand can come to the outer, it's the right hand, outer knee, outer calf, or outer ankle or foot. The left arm comes down onto the floor and we let the leg fall out to our right to get into that deep spinal twist as well as the stretch of the outer leg. Go as far as is comfortable. And turn your head to the left. Take some deep, slow breaths once you're there. The knee can be soft, it can be slightly bent. Releasing, rebend the left knee, roll onto your back. Again, lift up both knees, squeeze the knees up to the chest. Lift your head, nose between the knees. You round out your body completely. Chin is tucked. And then we'll gently lower the head onto the floor. Bring your right foot down onto the mat. And I want you to find the edge of the mat with your foot. Slide the right foot down along the edge of the mat until you reach the end. And then your left foot at the edge of the mat, find it with your foot and slide down the left edge of your mat until you reach the end. Allow the toes to roll outwards, relaxing completely the legs and the hips. Now reach your right arm as if you want to touch your right foot. Reach downwards towards the right leg. Turn the palm to the sky and bring the back of the arm and hand down. Then the left arm, reach as if you want to touch your left foot as far as possible. Bring the back of the hand and the back of the arm down now. Now turn your head to the right as far as possible. Then back to center,
to the left, back to center. One more time each side. Go as far as possible, chin towards the shoulder, back to center, and finally again the left side. And back to center. Now bring your awareness to your breath and take 5 very deep, slow breaths in. And breathe everything out and release it. 5 times. Deep breaths. And release it. 3 more of those deep breaths. And perhaps as you take those breaths, just congratulate yourself on your hard work during the class. Congratulate yourself also for showing up to everything that you do, not just in the class, but to your work or outdoor activities, to being with family or friends. Continuing to take those deep, slow breaths. Do a short scan of the body, from your head down to your shoulders, down your arms to your fingers. Scan down over the chest, upper back, middle of the back, the tummy, low back, abdomen and hips. Scan down over the legs, down to the knees, ankles, and feet. Imagine now that you're sitting in a meditation position. You're in a very quiet room with minimal decoration. Imagine yourself meditating here. And that at the center of your forehead, there appears a flame. It's warm. And it flickers. And each time it flickers, it sends you a message. And the first message is, I accept everything that's happening right now. It flickers again, and it sends the message, I accept the others for their reactions to what's happening right now. It flickers again. And the message is, I accept the world for what it is at this present moment. And finally, I accept who I am and love myself. Bring yourself back to your position on your mat, in your room. Just become aware of your position and of the space you're in right now. And begin moving your fingers and your toes. Moving your hands and your feet. Reach your arms over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. Good. And then lift your knees up against your chest and squeeze them against the chest. Rocking a bit from side to side. Bring yourself back. Stretch your right arm to your right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side. Setting your hands down, lift yourself up from the side and come to a seated position. Nice, ladies. Let's rub our hands together. Bring the hands over the face and gently tap around your eyes. Shaking the hands out. And let's rub our hands together and let's give ourselves one of those 12 hugs that we need every day. So bring your arms around your body, grab a hold near the shoulder blades and just squeeze. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then again, shake your hands out. Hands come to the heart center. And if I don't see you before the holidays, have a lovely holiday season, everyone. Take care of yourselves and namaste. Thank you very much for joining.